Hi guys, my name's Pip and welcome back to another MCI tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at sidechaining and ducking again. Now I have got a tutorial up already on ducking, but I thought I might show you some things that you may not already know. What we have here is a very straightforward dance track, and we can liven this up, sort of spice up the rhythm so to speak, by adding one or both of these methods. I'm going to play through this track once and then we will see about spicing this up a little bit. Let's have a listen. Okay, so one of the methods that we can look at is by introducing a compression and using it as a sidechain to determine the rhythm of a particular track. One of the best ways is really to show you, so I'm just going to dive in. Now, the way to add this effect is to basically choose whatever synth track or melody track you want to affect, and go into the Pro channel, and we have a compressor here, but we want to replace this with the bus compressor because it has the sidechaining capability. So we want to put that on, and then we want to basically choose the drum track that you want to use. So I'm going to solo these two out, and basically what we want to do is to add a send. So we want to insert send, and we want to go over here to built-in channel effects, and it's got the name of the track that we want to affect here. We're going to click that, go back up to this track that has the compressor on, and we want to mess around with some of the sounds, and hopefully when we loop it we'll hear some things happening. As you can hear, it is being affected by the drum track and it's following along with that rhythm. It's got a nice punchy feel, and depending on how you use the attack or the release buttons will depend on how prominent that effect is. A very fast attack will give it punch, very fast release will make it sound very big, easing off that release will make it less obvious. So it depends really on how you want to use the effect. That is using the compressor. Now, the great things about using the sends is that you can easily delete them and use them instead on a different drum track just to see how that rhythm sounds. So on this drum track now, we're going to insert the send instead onto this track, go back over to our track with the compressor, and let's see what that sounds like. And as you can hear, it produces a different rhythm and a different effect. So it's a great technique to use. The other way is to use a gate, and this will again achieve a different sound. So we're going to take off that send, turn off that compressor. Now instead, it's a very similar technique. What you want to do is, instead of introducing a compressor, you want to go into the effects window, and we want to go over to the Sonidas effects and choose the gate, and we want to choose the drum track that we're going to use, which will be this one. And just like before, we're going to right click, insert send, and this time we're going to choose the Tinnitus Effects gate. Go back over to this track, and there's two options with this. You can have it on this normal setting here, or you can choose duck, and it'll produce different effects. And I'll flip it. I'm going to play it, and then I'll switch it on and off, and you'll be able to hear the difference. So let's have a listen. You see how the signal is changed depending on if we're choosing the ducking or the normal effect. Two completely different sounds, two completely different techniques, two different ways to approach a sound. Really good way of sort of liveling up a rhythm track, to make a great way to tighten up a synth track, to follow a drum sound. This technique is really good for obviously electronic music, but it's also great, the ducking technique, for rock if you want to lower the guitars as a vocal is coming in. Just lower the guitars by a couple of dB, it'll bring out that vocal for you and make it brighter. It's a great tool to use for that. Many different ways to use this effect. Go ahead and try it out. Try both of them out on everything and anything. See what kind of effects you can come up with. And yeah, it's just, these kind of tools are great to have under your belt, just so you can throw it on and see what it sounds like. They're great creative sort of tools to have. Thank you guys so much for watching. More tutorials to come very soon. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. Go to our blog website and subscribe to that if you want. The links will be in the description below. Leave any comments below of any tutorials you'd like to see in the future. Subscribe and share us to anyone who you think will like these tutorials. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's great to be back, and I will see you very soon for another tutorial. Bye bye.